Hello, I'm Recoded Zaphod, and welcome to episode something. The reason I don't know what episode number this is because I'm recording this slightly out of order, because I am planning to do some Halloween stuff. So, yeah, as you can see, I've started a pumpkin patch already, which is, innocuous enough. But I have plans for these pumpkins. Because you might know on Halloween, on the day, mobs can actually spawn with pumpkins on their heads. And, well, you can also put pumpkins on mobs' heads, carved pumpkins. And I was thinking of trapping a whole load of mobs and getting them all in pumpkin headgear and releasing them somewhere on the server. I was also planning to potentially give them some weapons, or I could... See, I'm still in the beginning stages of planning this out. I could make it so that they're all in a pit, and someone can go to a trick or treat station somewhere, and if they have a chance of either being given a shulker box full of diamonds and emeralds and stuff, or potentially being dropped into a pit of well-armed mobs. Alright, I'm shearing a whole lot of pumpkins. You might notice that they actually shear and the stem changes direction, which is quite an interesting thing, which I hadn't realised before. Yeah, I'm just going to shear all of these and then grab my axe and dig down the entire stack. Alright, so I've decided I'm going to buy some armour from this guy because it has projectile protection, which is the most likely... weapon people are going to use on these guys because they'll want to take them out from a distance. So yeah, I'm just going to make that approach a little bit more difficult. And then also I'm going to grab a few swords. I don't think I want to fully kit these ones out. But yeah, if a few of them have sharpness 2 diamond swords are still pretty tanky. So yeah, I'm going to go and drop these off for a couple of zombies which, hey, like this guy, are wandering around. Now, if I can get away from him, let's give him one of them, one of them, one of them, and then once he's got all of those, I'm going to give him a sword, because, yeah, I'd rather give him the weapon last. Yeah, there we go. And, let's see, here, have that. Nope. Walk across it. Walk across it. Ugh. So difficult to give a mob a weapon. Nope. Is it? Not able to pick it up? Come on. There we go. Okay. And yeah, I've started with some over here as well, but I haven't given them all swords yet. Okay, this guy doesn't have a sword. Let's give him that. Yeah, come on. There we go. This is going to be hilarious when people just randomly see them. Because, of course, they don't burn up in daylight either because of the mob heads. All right. Here, you have that. Oh, maybe that was a bit too quickly. There we go. I don't think I want to put too many of these just out in the wild because... they could actually be an issue for some people if I have a huge horde of diamond armoured zombies with sharpness diamond swords. But yeah, I think they're quite funny little Halloween challenges, shall we say. Okay, so I actually managed to get some wither skeletons wearing the pumpkins. And aha, they're over here. I managed to bait them through this portal. So now it's just my attempt to trap them somewhere. Hey, okay. They appear to both be trapped. Wonderful. So now I just need to put them somewhere I can use them. I think I also really do want these guys in orange armor. Because I think they look quite cool with the height and the orange. So, yeah, I'm going to have to dye up some leather armor and get them in costume. Okay, so these guys are now in full orange armor, which I think looks quite cool. And also, I probably should have brought you back in a bit earlier, but I got a bit carried away. I decided I actually do want somewhere to put all the people because, yeah, I was just breeding up cows, thinking I'm going to want some more leather armor, and these guys kept running over, and it was annoying just trying to like dodge away from them because obviously I don't want to fight them yet. So I think it makes more sense to actually contain them somewhere rather than just having them loose everywhere to be an annoyance, as hilarious as that would be with just people randomly bumping into these guys like fully armored up. I think I'm gonna, at least these three, I think there might be another couple somewhere, so I'll leave them out there as a random chance encounter. But yeah, I think I'm going to bring those and the wither skeletons, and I think I'm going to do something in here with a sort of trick or treat thing where you can either get a shulker of treats, or I don't know whether I want it to drop the player underneath into a pit of them, or whether I want it to like release them so that they then chase the player. Because I could have it be sort of hidden doors round here or something, so that when it's a trick, they get released and the player doesn't realise until afterwards, and they turn and go to leave, and then there's a whole load of monsters everywhere. I think that could be more entertaining than trying to drop them into a hole, because that way they've got a chance to run away as well. So I think I might try and enclose this area a little bit with some fences, so there's a limit to how far away they can get. Otherwise, after one player, it's going to be sort of all done, and then that's it. So yeah, I'm going to get some fences, fence off around this area a bit. I might put a sort of, gate in just here with a fence over it. Yeah, and I could decorate around as well. Maybe do a little graveyard or something. Although I don't want to get too carried away because this is probably temporary, given it's a seasonal thing. Oh yeah, for the pumpkins, the big one's got a face, and I've gone with the spruce leaves up the top. But for these ones with an even number center, which aren't big enough to have a double wide, I've gone with this little bit of glass at the top, which I don't know. Like, part of me feels that it looks silly, and part of me feels it looks better than just having them by themselves with nothing on top. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'll leave them like this for a bit and see what I think of them. But yeah, I'll come back and see again if I've changed my mind about these. Okay, so I've been thinking, and I think a good addition to all of the pumpkins around here is if I give all these little ones, the individual ones, green stems, which you can do using sea pickles, because then they would match with the other ones, and I think that would help have the other ones' stems blend in more, as if all the little ones have them as well, because then, yeah, they'll match, so it'll look better. But to do that, I need to find some sea pickles, which means going off on a journey to an ocean somewhere. And I think there's an ocean by my witch farm, so I think it might be easiest to head out there and see if I can find any sea pickles over that way. Right, and let's head out over this ocean, which is going to load in super slowly. And I'm going to avoid the... Oh, actually, I've taken care of the Elder Guardians, haven't I? So I don't need to worry about getting mining fatigue. But I think I'm mostly going to avoid the Ocean Monument anyway, because Guardians in general are a bit of a pain. And yep, we have got some sea pickles. I think this is my Silk Touch pick, although I'm not actually sure if I need Silk Touch. Can I just punch? Yep, I can just punch them out, and there you go. Oh, and of course they give light as well, don't they? And I'm about to drown. Why is that? Oh, I took my helmet off. That's why. Alright, I'm going to collect up a load of sea pickles from here, and I will probably see you back when I'm putting them on the pumpkins. Alright, here we go. Getting my stems on. And yeah, I definitely think that looks better than just having them sort of sitting by themselves, particularly with the other ones. Having them match and just be a smaller version. Makes a lot more sense than, yeah, being all different. Okay, so thanks for that, Ghast. That's just what I needed. And the bow broke. Great. I'm gonna go hide. I've been baiting skeletons through with pumpkins on their head. So I've been dropping pumpkins, and if they've been wearing them, I've been baiting them back. And if I haven't been picking them up, I've been leaving them behind. But I've baited them all through the spawn portal. So I'm going to go back through my portal and come up through my mines, rather than appearing right in the middle of a handful of wither skeletons. And right, let's go and see how many I actually ended up with, because I just sort of kept going. I was going to grab just, you know, another maybe 2. Let's sleep first. I don't want other monsters attacking me at the same time. That'd be a difficult situation to try and deal with. And I'm going to need some blocks to block them in with. So if I go and grab a couple of stacks of dirt. Oh, for goodness sakes. Can't take off. That's always fun. There we go. You might have caught a glimpse of a couple of them just then. Okay, let's see if I can land. And they appear not to be rendering. Okay. I'm going to grab some dirt. And then when I get down there, I can make myself a little pillar of dirt and then try and box them in with it. Okay. Let's try that. And they should all be fairly near the portal. So let's see how this goes. Oh, I can see a couple over there and a couple there and a dozen over there. Okay. Let's try and pillar up here. Right. So that's that one. So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 6? 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 8. I appear to have got 8 more. Okay. Yeah. Let's. I'm going to temporarily disable this portal. Just so I don't have them going accidentally through it again. Right. And I'm going to see if I can get them all to a more central spot. I suppose I need to get them all over there, really, don't I? Boats. That's what I should do. I should grab a whole... Oh, no, wait. Rowing them's a bad idea, isn't it? Because they'll hit me. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to try to trap them here. Okay, that's a few of them. Right, that'll do. That's it. That's it. Okay, there we go. I think with the number of with skeletons I've managed to collect, I could probably have 2 appearing if they get the trick instead of the treat. I think that makes sense. I can have 2 pop up, and then I'll have to run for it. That's it. Okay, and that one's in. Alright, so I think it's time to give all of these guys some armor. So yeah, I'm going to make them all orange. So how many have I got here? I've got 6 in this one, and the ones who already have armor are in that one over there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then the same with these. And then these other ones need to go into this one somewhere. Right, you've got stuff, so I need to send 2. Okay, so I'm 1 set of armor short right now. So I need to get some more leather and dye that up and give it to this one over here. So I decided the whole area needed a bit more decoration. And also I decided to enclose it with a fence so that once we had the mobs pinging out, they wouldn't be able to escape. But for the actual area, I decided to go with some dark oak wood. So on the inside, I made some sort of dead trees. I made fully custom trees. And then dotted around the outside, I planted some dark oak saplings because they're a bit spooky. You can see here I was interrupted a bit by a pillager patrol, but I went and drank some milk and after I got rid of them, so that was fine. Then on the ends of the branches, I got some dark oak fences and started adding those on as if they're the sort of little twigs at the end of the branches. And then I also added some cobwebs to the trees to get that sort of eerie, spooky Halloween feeling, which I've seen before in a few YouTubers' videos, so I don't know who to initially credit this sort of tree design to. But I didn't follow like a block by block template, just trying to copy the sort of theme or atmosphere of the like trees, of the dead spooky trees. So yeah, not all the credit for design goes to me, but I did do these myself as custom trees. And then the actual dark oak trees around the edges, I decided they had too much sort of bushiness in the treetops. So I decided to thin that out a bit to try and match the ones on the inside being a bit more dead and less lively. And yeah, I added some cobwebs to them. And then I did this, which you can see is putting a path down the middle leading up to the main trick-or-treat pumpkin. All right, so I've done some redstone down here, and this took ages and there's lots of troubleshooting and stuff, which is why I haven't really shown building it. But yeah, this all seems to work now. So when the button up top is pressed, it pulls out a block and then fires these pistons down here, which will ping up anything standing on them. So if I hop around to the front, and yeah, you can see here there's a dropper here, which will send out the treats, and then these drop down, these fire, and these come back in. So yeah, the wither skeletons which are down there will get pinged up and land here. And if you're here to collect the treat, you'll be right next to them, so you'll have to get running. I was originally going to do this with a randomizer, with a dropper firing into a hopper and having a comparator take different signal strength. But yeah, the actual space under here made that rather difficult. And then I also had the problem of like trying to load the wither skeletons in one at a time into these. So my solution to this is once I've got all the stuff in here, a treat's going to get dispensed every time. But the wither skeletons may or may not be pinged up, and there may or may not be multiple of them. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take them all and trap them down the bottom here with the slime blocks. I'll raise this floor. I'll need to use obsidian or glazed terracotta so that they can stand at this level. And then if one of them happens to be on top of a slime block when it's fired, they'll end up getting catapulted out. And if none of them are, then none will. So people could end up with a treat or a trick and a treat until the treat box runs out. I think I'm going to have a hopper pointing into the back of it, because although like 9 is fine, it's quite a few people. If people want to try it multiple times, then yeah, I might put just a hopper on the back here, and then I've got to load it up with some shulker box treats. So yeah, I'm gonna go and make a few of those. Okay, so I've been setting up some treat shulker boxes. Of course, there's the actual shulker box itself, which is always an extra little bonus. And I've just decided I'm going to add a stack of golden carrots to all of them, except for the fireworks ones, because they don't have any spaces in them. So yeah, I'm going to go through a few of these. So yeah, you can see some of these have things like beacons, some of them stuff to make a beacon. This one's like less of a good one, but you know, still going to get a stack of golden carrots, and ink sacks aren't that easy to get if you want lots. So yeah, kind of a good one still. So yeah, these are all going to go into the system, and then people can always try and get multiple if they think they can manage it. Okay, so this is me trying to bait all of these monsters through. And I've got these safety bars set up. Of course, I have to crouch under them, which is slow. But yeah, I need to break them one at a time, and then eventually they should all be able to get into here. And I'm pretty certain that they can't get out of here, because, yeah, unless they're flung out of here by these. So, yeah, even with these up, they're not going to be able to, like, step up onto there. So, yeah, they're not going to get caught in any redstone, which is good. But, yeah, and then I've got my final exit just around here. And, of course, I need to use the 1.5 blocks rather than just for 2 blocks because I've got the armoured zombies as well as the wither skeletons. Okay, so let's get them all interested in me again. Okay, and then get behind that. And hopefully they should all be coming this way. I think maybe I need to shut them all in from the other end and then come back. The bucket of water number 1 is going there. Okay, good. Going to push you. Yeah, that looks about right. And then bucket of water number 2. Let's get that down. And then let's put that there. It should push them. Okay, they're very much trying to walk against it. And then... okay, so I should be pushing them in. Okay, should not be able to get out now. They should all be trapped in that hallway. That is exactly what I wanted. Ow. Oh, yeah, I was meant to drink this first. Oops. So, let's do that. Let's put that back in. And hopefully some of them should start jumping up. Hopefully. Okay, yep. They're starting to jump up. Good. And I should be able to do this. I don't have any redstone at this level. So I can walk around and see all of their legs. Okay. Yep. That's good. I need to fill in this huge hole. And then this whole thing should be ready to go. Oh, I suppose... See, this is the thing now. I could do a test. I know the dropper definitely fires. Oh, but if it then releases like 6 of them, and then I've got to trap them again. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave it. If it doesn't work, then people are just going to get treats without getting tricks, I guess. Which I'm sure is better for them. It saves me having to try and test it. Right, so I'm descending into this fog at dusk with some shaders on to try and get the full experience of the spooky Halloween area. So if I just open these up, I'm going to close them behind me. And you might see I've put a bit more decoration in around the paths, dead bushes and ferns and berry bushes and yeah, just a bit more sort of growing stuff. Greenery, that's the word I was looking for, greenery. Right, and yeah, then this path goes all the way up to the pumpkin, which looks very spooky with the fog on this near. Getting dark. Press a button if you dare, and I don't feel like fighting off any with the skeletons or anything, so I'm just gonna back out. But yeah, I've even got this sort of berry bush pit if you run the wrong way when you leave. And a couple of ponds around here, and yeah, I think the effect is quite nice overall. Hopefully this isn't too dark to show up on YouTube, but I thought it was better with a slightly darker appearance to get the atmosphere. So that's going to be all from me for this episode. I know this is going to be coming out after Halloween, but I wanted the Centrics to have a chance to experience this before seeing what was going to be inside it. So yeah, As always, I'd love to hear your feedback down below in the comments. It might be feedback that's more relevant for next year's Halloween, or it might just be general feedback, but I always love to hear from you down in the comments. Also, I've noticed I've got quite a lot of new followers recently, so thank you very much if you subscribed recently. I'm really grateful to have you all here, and hopefully we can enjoy Minecraft together. I've been Recoded Zaphod, and thanks for watching.